Pappy Hour, let's talk it out. What's it like? What's life all about? Oh, Pappy Hour, say your piece. Laugh at yourself, slap your knee. Roll up a chair, it's time for Pappy
Hour. Your hosts, Lucas Buddy and Eric Thompson. Ready for that riff?
Live right now.
Round of applause if this is your first time to a live podcast taping. Wow. All right.
And by live, we mean it will be recorded.
Yeah, it's not live streaming. There was a little bit of confusion. Look, we're just figuring this out, you know.
Dude, thank you so much.
Thank you so much for. Oh, those are not ours. Okay, great. I already have a drink. Okay. Well, for the we have a couple of. That's my daughter, everybody. That's
Woo!
Stella.
Pappy Hour.
This
Pappy
is live Pappy, right in front of your eyes. So we actually have a couple of Pappies in the audience that have been on the show before. Yeah. Who do we have?
We got
Rick Lockenbell.
Episode 8. Check it out.
That's right.
We got Dave Verdoner.
Yeah, wave everybody.
Right over here, 13.
That's right.
Mike, who made our shirts from Pagan Apparel. He's supposed to be here, but yeah. He might be slowed down by something.
Scott Rodberg somewhere. Yeah, Steve Long. If you don't know Steve, he's a fantastic guy.
Episode number 4.
That's right. And just to tell you guys a little bit about Pappy Hour, we basically release a story every single week from a different dad telling their origin story. What it was like, who they were before they became dads.
What was that moment?
All the choices. Yeah.
Held your child for the very first time.
What was it like to look into their eyes, you know?
And what did you learn? What great mistakes have you made? Lots?
Several. Yeah. And my kid's only 2. So
mine's grown and working the cameras. So
that's right.
Thanks, Nathan. And
what'd you say? Wait till the teens. Yeah. I've heard a lot of good stuff.
My kids are now in their 20s, so I'm feeling good. They're both employed, graduated. Fuck yeah. Now we hopefully will start to recoup some of that university payment that we lost. And I'd love to get some of the hair back, but
don't count on it, he says. Yeah. So we have 3 dads here tonight. We have Doc Haze. Has anybody heard of Doc Haze before? Yeah.
Some very good music,
They are fantastic. We got the privilege of hearing them warm up, and they are fantastic. You guys are in for a treat.
Yeah.
Treat.
So, hey, let's bring Doc Haze now.
Let's bring him
going.
out.
All right. Coming first
Doc
through
Haze.
the carpet is Doug Guitar. Oh, we got Chris M playing some drum. We got Jim. He's got guitar and our piano. And we got Chris Conley coming up and being stealth. Here we go. So, guys, what we're going to do is we're going to ask the band some questions. They have some whiteboards. They're going to write down in as few words as possible because we don't know a lot about words. We just talk a lot. They're going to write their responses, and from your reactions, we're going to get an idea of maybe what story we want to hear most.
Yeah, this is kind of a choose-your-own-adventure story tonight.
Page 36.
As it were.
Go to page 36.
So, are you guys ready to answer these questions? Right, nice and big. I don't have my glasses on, and I don't know how well you guys' eyes are. So, right, nice and big. The first question is, and this is a big question.
Yeah.
Who were you before you were a dad?
All right. Now I know, Lucas, you did some acting.
I was an actor.
You were in a really
I was in a few
cool
things. I don't know if you guys have ever seen Girl from Plainville on Hulu.
Hello.
I sang a sea shanty. You'd have to look really close. We did not have a watch party.
Right.
But we could have.
Right.
That was super fun. I was also in a Christian rock band in my 20s.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I had
like
dreadlocks. What'd you say? Striper.
That's the band.
This guy knows.
Oh,
Eric, you had some time, too, where you had a quite adventurous spirit.
Yeah, that was a long time ago. There was a lot of, as we might hear from some of these guys, traveling around with a certain band. that toured the country for about 60 years. I was in there for way too many years. And yeah, just goofing off. And then we moved out here, my wife and I, in 99 and raised a family. So,
wow.
Yeah, all good.
You guys all ready?
Sure.
All right.
All
talk
right.
to us.
Let's see. Who were you before you became a dad?
Doug.
Well, I was a carpenter. I was a hockey player and still a musician.
Okay.
Wow.
All right. Some claps.
Carpenter,
All right.
hockey player, musician. Chris.
Chris, talk to us.
Right. I was a secret agent.
You were a
007.
secret agent.
I worked for MI5, and I've shed my British accent.
Yeah.
I don't
I
know.
would like it shaken, not stirred. And now that I'm a dad, I want it stirred.
Not shaken.
Not
That's
quite
true.
just like a baby would prefer stirred.
Yeah, you can't shake
okay,
babies.
Cool, be cool, be cool. All right.
Jim.
The boring for life.
Oh, you have a spreadsheet.
I
Okay.
do. I have
Chaos.
graphics.
Chaos
Graphics.
pre-marriage. All right.
It was
Wow.
before married and working. Same afterwards.
All right. You know what?
Chaos.
I want to hear. I want to hear a little bit about this 007. Yeah.
I'd like to hear the spy.
Chris.
The spy who.
What do you want
loved
to hear?
me.
You have to.
The spy who shagged free. So what did you? What was your? Who were you before you became a dad?
Well, who I really was before I was a dad is I was somebody who I followed around the Grateful Dead. I used to be on a school bus and go from town to town and camp in different cities and spend a lot of time watching somebody else do stuff. So I kind of, after a little while, I moved to Colorado. And after moving to Colorado, I figured, hey, I'm going to start doing something a little bit different. And I invested my time. I actually became a dad in kind of an uncommon way. I was a dad to a person who was kind of my stepdaughter. We weren't married, but her father was not on the scene. And yeah, when she was about 3 years old, she said, are you my dad? And I said, and I waited a minute, actually, because I realized it was actually a big commitment. She doesn't have a choice in the situation. I do.
Yeah.
So I kind of obfuscated for a moment. And then the next day I came back and I said, yeah, you can call me your dad and I'll be there for you. And actually she's in her 30s. She's up in Fort Collins. She's running her own business, owns 2 houses, and is doing pretty well.
Oh,
so,
hey,
Yeah.
Again, the
That's
support,
right.
That's support. Sometimes we walk into a situation and
Yeah.
we can be called dad. Or
Dads
pappy
come in
or
all
whatever.
shapes and sizes, and you know, whenever you take the responsibility to love a kid, regardless of what that looks like, I mean, in my book, that makes you a dad. You show up, you keep showing up, and that's it.
You brought an impact. It's great.
Yeah. Let's hear. Do we have another question for these guys?
You know, we do. So one of the things, like, we hear, okay, so I was this person ahead of kids. What was one of the more wilder
Oh yeah.
choices you may have made prior to kids that maybe you didn't choose to make again once
Yeah.
you had kids?
Great question.
I know for myself.
Yes.
I don't know. Are there any kids in here?
My daughter.
Good. Mine was getting completely blottoed and
yeah.
loved going up to cliffs where there were definitely big pools below and jumping, especially at midnight, so I could follow the full moon down into the water.
Cliff diving?
It was great. Yeah.
That's
I
incredible.
don't think I ever did that again once the kids were born.
I wasn't super adventurous when I was a kid. Wild things. What did I do? Wild things.
You joined a Christian band.
I did.
Sorry, that's totally cool.
We once took a
totally
trip.
fine.
We once took a trip from Georgia to New York, 5 guys in a van during the middle of summer with the air conditioner didn't work and none of the windows would roll down. So
I'm guessing you guys didn't
fill
work
in the
either.
rest of that picture. It was very smelly ride. So anyway, guys.
All right, gentlemen.
What do we have?
got?
All right.
Why'd you go?
No, you go.
Oh, Doug, you go
Repeat
first.
the question.
I know you're trying to maintain plausible deniability, Jim. Come on, just let it out. You know, we can all share, right?
This is a safe place.
It is a very safe place.
That's right.
All right, Jim, do
Grab
it.
this seat right here. Yeah.
I would have to say, just very simply, before I settled down and had a baby, I enjoyed a good party.
A
Good
party.
party. Like a party.
I became rather boring after that. It's still all good.
Yeah.
You can take the person out of the party, but not the party
that,
out of the
that
person.
can connotate to many things.
Yeah, we can fill in a lot of holes from there for sure. Chris.
So before I was a dad, I used to answer questions about the wild things I used to do before I was a dad.
But now that you're a dad.
Actually, before I was a dad, the crazy thing I used to do was think about myself first and not think about other people first.
Very honest.
I think that, I know that becoming a dad is actually what kind of got me to change that perspective and realize that connection.
Yes.
And what you invest in other people is what's really what you bring to the world. So thanks to my kids for that.
Yep, for sure.
Well said.
We thank them because holy gosh. All right,
well,
Doug.
It's kind of like a multiple choice. But, I lived up in the Northeast and I would go skinny dipping and jumping off into the sides of the rock quarries, jumping in 30, 40. My biggest jump was 59 feet.
Nice.
And that one, I decided I only wanted to do that one once.
Sounds like you and Eric need to
I
go
think you've got
hang
the other
out
half
together.
of
Yeah.
my amulet.
Size
here.
competition?
When you came out here, you had
Size
the
competition.
Harvest
Whoa.
House. And the FACs at the Harvest House.
Yeah.
Thank God they didn't have cell phones back then.
For 100%.
Oh, kidding.
Hey, I'd kind of like to get into music.
I would love
Is
to hear
everybody
a couple
good
of songs.
with
You guys
hearing
want to hear
some
some
music?
songs?
We'd like to.
Let's do it.
We're going to have the group play 3 songs for you. And if you feel like it and you feel so inclined, get up and boogie.
We got a dance
It's all
floor.
good.
Let's use it.
We'll get our
Cheers.
sound guy going. And
Yeah. Thanks, guys.
All right, are you ready, gentlemen?
I think so.
Got it.
Sound man, we're good? All right. 1, 2, 3, and. Once upon a time, Lord, with a post to call, staring down a diamond, I was feeling no fear at all. Hey, it's all right. That's all right now. I'm walking down this way, just trying to escape my own fate. But there comes Sally Sneak. Ooh, I believe she might. I had a crazy dream. I wanna go to Memphis, darling. Yes, I wanna become a star. Lord knows that I got this rhythm right in my guitar. That's all right now. I might be playing lazy blues out of countryside. Walking on the sunny side. the rhythm, baby, right here in my guitar. Yeah, that's all right. That's all right. That's all right. You know, people might think I'm crazy, but I say that's okay. Nobody got to be staying. Nobody's in your mind. Over there comes Celestine. Ooh, I believe she is true. I say nobody got to be standing. Nobody's standing in your way. Now, being a band from Louisville, we've played at a lot of places around town. And before they had the silent running of the train, boy, that train would come through town and you just had to stop. That whistle was so loud. But we thought, well, we got to come up with a train song. So we got one here called Rolling Thunder. Ready, gentlemen? Here we go. Little train beat. Rolling, 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 rolling on the land. You hear it off in the distance. Don't you feel it rumble inside? Million ton rumbling mass gliding down the steel rail. Roll with no mercy, get the hell out of the way. Get in my wall, yeah, it's coming rolling. Up on the big train without wings. Train is charging on. Don't you want to ride? Don't you know? I just feeling the beat, the rhythm of the train. Come on with me. Rhythm hits your body and it goes through and through. My drummer can help you with that rhythm blues. Wonder else start up and into you. Rhythm of the tree starts flowing through. It happen anyway. Let it take you all the way. The train is charging on through town. Don't you want you might just get along down. Rolling, 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 rolling on the put your money in your shoes. Women deep in them holes, they got to be in the blues. Oh, the sweet mama, daddy's got them deep in the blues. Oh, sweet mama, go down to the bellow, put your money in your socks. Women deep in the holes, down the rocks. Oh, sweet mama, daddy's got them deep in the blues. Oh, sweet mama, daddy's got them deep in the blues. Go on, Jimmy, tell about it. Once I knew a preacher, preaching Bible through and through. Went down in the holes, now his preaching days are through. Oh, sweet mama, daddy's got them deep yellow blues. Once I had a girlfriend, she brought the world to me. Went down deep in them doors, now she ain't what she used to be. Sweet mama, daddy's got them deep yellow blues. Oh, sweet mama, daddy's got them deep yellow blues.
Doc, that's what I'm talking about.
Doc Haze.
Those are some dads that can rock.
Fathers group. All right, we got to like this. Hey, I don't know if you guys know that there's a lot of dads group in the area. This gentleman we just met at Four Noses last month, and they just held it also at Odd 13. So if you are a new dad and you're looking for a group, what's the group?
But my name is Joe, and I have a 22-month-old daughter.
Looks just like a guy we met there. Joe, well done. He's got a 22-month-older. Holy cow.
Is that you?
Seriously, it
No.
isn't. But
Okay.
man, you got a brother or a doppelganger.
How much do you
man.
know about AI? All right, fine. You're not him. You're not him.
definitely
You're not him.
He went off on it.
Wow.
He went
Too
off
much.
on it. Right.
Wow. Yeah, let's give it up for Doc Haze one more time, everybody.
The tunes.
So we heard a little bit about their life before they were dads. But if we know anything as dads ourselves, is that moment you meet that kid is life-changing for sure. So we want to hear a little bit about.
Well, we want to hear first, what was the moment when you found out you were going to be a dad?
That's right.
Your own father, and what went racing through your mind?
Yeah, how did the news get broken to you? Where were you at? What were you feeling? Were you excited? Were you scared? Were you all the things?
Or were you,
I'm gonna
like
be honest
me,
with you,
just finally relieved, like, yes, I put one past the goalie. Jeez, give me a break. Wow.
I'll tell you this, Lauren and I, my wife Lauren is right over there, and so are my mother and father-in-law over there. Fantastic.
Yeah, describe what your experience. No.
Yeah. Well. So we tried for a little while. Actually, my mother-in-law's friend sent us like this digital ovulation test in the mail that we didn't ask for, but it was really sweet that she sent it to us. And we used it for a couple of weeks, and it didn't quite work out. And then we just like stopped trying. And then one tequila night, it all happened.
Tequila night.
And then we called them on the phone, and we
Said it worked.
video chatted them, and it was the most amazing experience. So
Nice.
she just like was telling me one morning, she's like, I think I'm pregnant. And I went at like the very next morning, as soon as the stores opened, and bought as many pregnancy tests as I could find. And then I don't know if this has happened to anybody else, but I thought you're supposed to pee on the stick and wait. As soon as she peed on the stick, it said, "You are pregnant."
That is not what it said on the one that I peed on, but the one
You're not
that
supposed to
mattered-
pee on the stick.
I know, but I just
That's
was
not for you to pee
I wanted
on.
to support my wife and pee on a
You
stick.
are such a good
Lucas,
husband.
you have some explaining
All
to
right.
do.
I do. All right, guys.
Totally.
That has
All right,
got
guys,
plenty
share
enough
with
time
us.
for you guys.
Chris, starting with you.
Always started with me. Okay, let's see. So how was I feeling? Well,
I hope you drew a
I was
picture.
feeling like this, like my mind was completely blown. I don't know if that looks like an
Yes,
explosion. Like
That's
a
exactly
mushroom,
what that
or if it
looks like.
Just like a mushroom, but
Yeah.
it's okay.
Jeez. Yeah, I think everybody's going to have the similar
So yeah,
experience.
my mind was completely blown.
Did you want to be a dad at the
It's like
time?
this, where you basically draw something and everybody's supposed to say like, "Hey, the picture." All right. Anyways, I'm off base here. So
Were
and then
you
where was
super
I?
excited and like were you afraid or?
No, I was completely excited. Like I'd mentioned before, I had kind of a quasi stepdaughter, and then that kind of ended, but she was still in my life. So ever since that period of time, I really wanted to have kids. So
Yeah.
it took a long time to find the right person to have kids with.
Yeah.
And after the search was over,
Uh-huh.
there were a lot of seasons to that whole TV show, right? But
Yeah.
when the season was over, it was the time was right. So I was really excited about it. I was looking forward to it, and I was like, I don't have a biological clock, but if I did, it was about over. So
Yeah.
I didn't want to be like Mick Jagger having kids when I was 78. So I was excited.
Good for you.
Outstanding.
Let's go with Jim. I think
All right.
you're ready.
Well,
Here.
we were both very excited, and I was excited, but we were in an apartment at the time, and my wife at that time, bless her heart, she was worried. Don't tell the real estate person I'm pregnant. It doesn't matter. I won't say anything because we thought we wouldn't qualify. We were going to have a kid. It's like,
Does that affect your qualifying for a house?
I don't think so. I didn't.
Okay.
I said, fine, I won't say nothing.
Any real estate
I'm
agents?
guessing that the
Don't say
real
I'm pregnant.
I'm guessing that the realtor knew your past, and maybe that
No,
was the
they
issue.
didn't know. They didn't know. West from Adams. So
Were you excited? How old were you when you had your first kid?
26.
26.
Oh,
I
nice.
was a little over.
Yeah, good
She's
age.
24.
It's better than 14 or 15. Sorry.
Yeah.
Why did I say 14 or 15?
Yeah,
That's weird.
I'm not sure. Maybe my birth mom.
That is
was.
weird. Why did I say that?
All right. Well, let's see where we are with Doug. What
Let's
do we
go to
got?
Doug.
Well, we had our first child 1 week to the day after my first wedding anniversary.
All right.
And 3 months after the marriage, it's like both my wife and I have our birthdays in September and early October. Mine's September 26th. My son was born June 27th. You can do the math. It was a great birthday.
It was a great birthday.
Wow.
And we were ready too. We were just elated that we were going to have a child. We had been together at that point for almost 3 years, and we were both definitely ready to start a family.
Fantastic. And you guys are all now local dads.
Yes.
And you guys have been here forever. You've seen the changes. What a grown-up town all of a sudden we have comparatively to when you probably
Well,
had
we
your
were
child.
already living here. This was 1979
Yeah.
when we moved here.
Yeah.
Oh, my gosh.
Sleepy little town.
Now, I think that we can skip the whiteboards for this, but I would just love to hear a little bit of your story
Right.
of what it was like, that ride to the hospital.
Well, back in the day, the only local hospital was Boulder Community. You had to
Okay.
go all the way,
Really?
you had to go all the way into Boulder to get to a hospital.
Wow.
And so my wife's water broke at about 3:00 that morning. And
Does that ring
of
true for a
course
lot of people?
We called the doctor and they're like, well, what are the contractions? She's like, well, they're about 15 minutes apart. Well, why don't you just stay in bed and all that? Once I heard that, I was like, and I was out. The rest of the night, she's laying there counting and watching and counting. And about 6 a.m., I get the nudge. And it's like, I think they're getting close. So we measured again, then finally get to the hospital around 10 o'clock in the morning. And through the whole process of her delivery, my son was born about 7:40 that evening. I had
That's,
just gone next door to go to the Dairy Queen across the street because I hadn't eaten anything. I get back there and everybody's going, where the? And it's like, I was hungry. So never did eat the burger.
Did you get her something?
They said that would not be a good idea.
Oh, okay, sure.
That
Yeah.
would not
Okay.
be prudent.
That would not be approved. Nice.
Chris.
So my story is not as exciting as that. because
That's okay.
My wife was induced, so she actually was about two and a half weeks late.
Yeah.
So she actually put a little sign on her belly saying the eviction notice is here.
Eviction
So,
notice?
The one thing about it was actually when that was happening, that was right when the floods were going on. So
Oh, wow.
we did have
2013.
Hunter is his name, and so he was born at Boulder Community Hospital.
Uh-huh.
And it was just like I was thinking to myself, well, if it's going to be tonight, we're probably going to have to get a helicopter to get there because
Or a
it was
boat.
completely flooded
Yeah.
out.
Totally.
And, yeah, so that was the exciting part of it, and then I guess the biggest part of the ride was like walking around the laps as she was doing she was
Yes.
doing the first parts of the labor, like basically
Yeah.
trying to push him out. So
So a nice
That was
relaxed
me.
drive in, just floods.
Yeah.
No big deal. Maybe a plague. Like maybe Jim, you're with the plague. I don't know. What do you got?
Well, it was 1988. It was the Broncos had their Super Bowl
Oh.
against the Redskins, got blown away.
Yeah.
I was teaching third grade class, and that Friday I made a bet with the kiddo in my class. I owed him 50 push-ups if Denver would lose. So it was Monday came around. Denver lost. Monday came around, and the kid wasn't there. Tuesday came around. The kid was there, but the principal came down and said, "Your wife's water broke. Get to the hospital." I'm thinking, "Oh my goodness!" And,
Saved you from the push-ups?
Saved me from the push-ups. And then not only that, I mean, I'm sitting there getting my desk. So I said, "Well, they got to do this." He goes, "Get out of here! Get out of here!" So I remember running out of there.
Oh my gosh.
Just with all that, and I didn't have to do the push-ups.
You never,
didn't
he
have to
never,
do the
he never
push-ups.
went
He
back
didn't
and had to do
remind me
them.
about
He
it.
didn't
That's
remind you.
okay.
Yeah,
That's
well,
all right.
that's on him. Yeah.
I've done 50 since then.
Right,
Of course.
right,
I
right.
think in total.
Well, in total, yeah, I was
Yeah.
going to say. One per
Cumulatively.
year.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, I think one of my favorite stories for Kristen and I was we were at the Boulder Theater, and it was dumping snow. We were told that there's a good chance that when there's a big snowstorm, that that's when we see most of our mothers come in. And this was also at Boulder Community Hospital. So we're at Boulder Theater. Kristen's having contractions every 10 minutes. We're watching Stephen Wright, the comedian.
Oh,
And I'm
Oh
like,
my-
do you want to skip this? She goes, no, I might as well have some fun in between contractions. So we also pack the car with whatever. Every 10 minutes, I'd be going, ah! Kristen's hand was so much stronger than mine at that moment because I broke bones in each contraction holding her hand. But I just remember one joke that Stephen Wright told. He goes, I was born cesarean. So when I leave a house, I leave through the window.
Thank
Stephen
you.
Wright, thank you. Thank you.
Stephen Wright, everybody.
So a more compassionate, more touching experience. What was that moment of holding your child for the very first time? And was everybody allowed to be in the room at this time, or were things different at that time?
I'll start. Well, we were by ourselves.
Okay.
Family was all back in the New York area, and so Katie and I were by ourselves. And my mom was able to come out about 4 or 5 days after my son was born. But holding him for the first time was just, you melt. Their superpower is on full overload, and you just kind of go.
100%.
And it was a beautiful moment. I had a reoccurring dream that I was convinced I was having a son. And Katie kept asking, what do you think it's going to be? Because we didn't have all the pre-stuff.
Sure.
And I was like, oh, it's going to be a boy. It's going to be a boy. And I kept having a dream where I saw him laying on our bed in a sunbeam, and I could see the peach fuzz on his shoulder in the dream.
Wow.
And when he got back, they were saying he was a little jaundiced. Just put him on a sunbeam on your bed.
Nice.
And I was
Oh, come on.
like, okay. Got that one.
Wow.
Yeah, fantastic.
Top that, Chris.
My
son came down in a moonbeam.
Unconventional. So when my son was born, he had a grunt, right? So
Yeah.
they were worried about his breathing. So mom got to hold him really quickly, and then he got carted off to be in a little incubator just overnight. It wasn't that big of a deal, but they were being cautious. Speaking of a cough. So yeah, we call him Hunter the Grunter sometimes.
Yeah.
So I didn't really get to hold on to him until after that night.
Yeah.
But, the rest of the family was there, and we got to peek at him through the window. It was kind of like shopping for a puppy.
Right.
But yeah, so that was that.
But
I've been able to hold him and hug him a lot of times.
Sure, of
And now he's,
course. But do you
almost
remember
as
the
tall.
first time that you finally did get to, and did you guys share a moment where you're like, oh,
Yeah, I
This
erased
is-
the exploding.
Yeah.
exploding
Yeah.
thing, but it still it was. Words can't really describe it. Really,
Yeah.
I'm not
100%.
saying that as a cop out.
ineffable?
Yeah.
It was. I wanted to cry. I wanted to laugh.
Yeah.
I wanted to do a big dance. I wanted to high five
Yeah.
everybody. And I just wanted to be the best dad that I could be. So,
Nice.
yeah, it was really a mixed experience, but it was all positive.
Far
Love
out.
it.
Yeah.
Great. Thank you.
Yes. Jim.
All right. Well, when my baby was born, it was just the two of us there, and but I helped her because we took the classes. We took the and I was with her when she was having the baby. But when that baby was born, I think it was not too long after that. I followed that baby, but the nurses took the baby to go do it, and I made sure I was. Heard stories, babies swapped and things like that. I was like, come
Right?
on. And
That's
I
a
did-
real thing.
And I watched. I was watching every nurse hold that baby. Brought it back, and and they gave us we had steak and lobster that night and wine. And they were really nice and they were really good. But I think the biggest feeling was you can't imagine. Once it just takes minutes. Can't imagine life without them.
Right.
Yeah.
It's like now they're part. They're part. They've always been a part.
Yeah.
So better than steak, lobster, and wine.
Better
Jeez,
than
all
that.
right, all right.
Oh,
Better than
yeah.
Jeez.
Oh, my
Okay, so
gosh.
what hospital was that?
Yeah, steak. I want to know.
St.
Steak.
Anthony's North. It's not
Okay.
there anymore.
Okay, all
Kristen,
right.
let's
It's
have
a new
another
St.
baby.
Anthony's
Yeah, they ran
North.
out of money because they had steak, lobster, and wine
They
for
shut
everybody.
down.
Right.
Jeez,
Oh my gosh,
Louise.
guys, thank you. That was
Yeah.
great. So, one of the follow-ups that we love to ask
Yeah.
is because sometimes that ride to the hospital is really intense because it's like, oh, it's broken and I am drenched and we need to get out of here. And you're like, that's my car. Come on, don't drive. But whatever. I wasn't. No, not really. But I just that car ride could be so intense. What was the car ride driving home with this new cargo?
Well, I took my own car, so I had to drive alone back home. Because I went from work to the hospital.
Of course,
So,
right.
so your wife had to drive the car?
My wife, I think my mother-in-law, I don't remember, but I
Yeah.
think my mother-in-law took my wife. I didn't go because it was like, the hospital was closer to my work than my house. So I went there, and I think I drove home alone, and then
Picked up a little
met him back at
McDonald's
home,
and some wine. Yeah,
it was all right.
all right.
I
was full from lobster. I fell asleep. I took a nap.
I don't even know if we had a baby seat.
Met Doug at Dairy Queen.
It was 1988. Baby seats. Blah.
Who knows? Who cares?
Oh, that's funny. Yeah, totally. Put them in the back. Fine. They just roll around a bit.
Doug, what was your ride home from the hospital like?
Well, it was back in the day when South Boulder Road was just a 2-lane road, and it was a pothole-riddled POS.
Oh, no.
And my wife can get very squirrely and sometimes in the passenger seat, and it was just like, go slow, no sudden movements, get home. And so we got home, and all was good. And we also learned what the poop face looked like.
Oh,
yeah. From your kid or your wife?
Well,
So,
well, I already knew the former. I mean, it was the latter that we're talking about.
Yeah.
Well, he had that look, and Katie went in to go change his diaper, and I'm like, I don't know. I don't think he's done. And she opens the diaper and lifts his legs. He's like, oh, thank you.
bam.
And so she got baptized the first day home.
Wow. That's real parenting, folks.
So we did learn a hack real quick before Chris tells the story. We were just with a group of dads, those of you who have newborns or newish borns. Before you take off the diaper, squirt their belly with a little bit of water. They will finish peeing and pooping, and then they will not do it on you when you open it.
Try to remember that at 2:30 in the morning.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Really good.
It's all fun and games whenever it's hypothetical.
Right.
Yeah. All right, Chris.
So, I mean, our ride back was just peaceful. I mean, actually, Hunter was quiet. We didn't have another baby, of course. It was just the two of us and our new bundle of joy. It was just a nice ride home. It wasn't anything that was really earth-shattering. I'm sorry to be letting everybody down.
No, you're not. No.
What I'm really trying to do is build up for Jim so that he can really follow up with an amazing story about the kids, babies, driving.
Kids, babies, right. Oh my God.
Did you drive extra slow and careful, or were you just
I
like?
think I drove normally, but I can talk about my caution in probably your next question.
Oh, sure.
Right.
Well, I think that's going to wrap up this section,
Hey,
and let's hear a little more music.
Yeah, we got a couple of songs that we've asked, like, was there anything that maybe you guys wrote? Did you write your own music about your child? And we got a couple of songs that are influenced by the kids.
Yeah.
Well, I am eternally grateful that I get to write music with my daughter. She is an amazing poet and writer, and she will come up with some lyrics. And so the next couple songs, she wrote the words to this poem that went on and on and on, and it clearly broke my heart because she was going through a breakup with her current boyfriend at the time, and it was sort of like her first love. And the second song was sadly about 8 years later, and she's going through another breakup. And so I wrote a song called Second Chances. So I have a song here called At the End of the Day and Second Chances. So you guys ready to play?
All right.
I thought we were doing the end of the day, right?
Yeah, we are.
Okay, good.
All right, ready? One, two, three. walk, just run. Come on over to me. Everything that we were, we could still be. Pretend we're in the way. We could start over, baby, it's a brand new day. We've seen a lot, more to come. From the beat of my heart, the beat of your drum, well, shoebox memories mean more to me than the old argument could ever be. At the end of the day, am I what you've been waiting for? How can I say I need you more and more and more and more? As the years go by, it's the same old war. What we have for you, baby, we're fighting for. Fighting for. Fighting for. Don't scream, don't cry. There's too many tears. Like a lake around this place after all these years. We've been through and our fair share. We're both here, baby, we're standing there. When the sun comes up, we'll look back and laugh. Never mind the number of lives. Can't do the math. Multiply everyone I've ever known. You're the only one that feels like home. At the end of the day, am I what you've been waiting for? How can I say I need you more and more and more and more? As the years go by, it's the same old. What we have here, baby, we're fighting for. Fighting for. Never look back at what we have. Try to believe in what we have. Just take your time, baby, it's okay. It's not your fault, but baby, it's not mine. At the end of the day, at the end of the day, at the end of the day. Now, this next song, I should say the first one, she was completely the lyricist, the poet on that one. But when she was really going through a tough one, she was expecting to get married with a guy, and then she found he was cheating on him, and so it was an ugly mess. But I wrote a song here called Second Chances. D. Time is the strangest thing, has so many faces. Well, sometime can go on and on, slowly paining me. I just can't get out of this moment. All around time feels so fast. Well, not for me, moving not so fast. Not so fast. The sun rises, they last all day. Sunsets are fleeting moment. Well, so true are the thoughts in my head, but slowly paining me. I can't get back to change what happened, even know how much I love you, baby. Don't you know that it hurts moving home? I'm moving home. Feeling deep down in my heart to say, like a river it flows on and on. Maybe someday we will meet again by the seaside. Moving on, I'm moving on. Moving on, I'm moving on. The time is the strangest thing, has so many faces. So true are the ones that I love, reaching out to me. My breath in every gaining my pace. Feel the sun, all the right places. Looks like I moved on. Like the river, it flows on and on. Like a little train that maybe someday we will meet by the seaside. Move on. Time is the strangest thing, has so many faces. Thank you. That one's for you, Christina.
On.
Boom, boom. Hey,
There we are.
Guys, beautiful. That
Yeah.
was super. We want to a couple more. We're gonna interrupt now, and we're gonna add your songs right after that.
Yeah.
One of the things we talk about is how perfect we are as dads. Oh wait,
No,
no,
wait, that's
that
not what we
wasn't
say.
it.
No.
Because that rarely is the case. Want to ask you guys now, what is? We're just going to use, for better choice of words, a mistake that you made that you can still laugh at today, or you can finally laugh
a mistake,
at today?
a questionable choice,
maybe taking your
something
kid.
maybe your mother-in-law was like had things to say about. I'm not talking about you, Kathy. I love you very much. I'm just for an instance. Just for instance. To jog your brain.
But what is something that you guys, each of you, I'd love to hear from each of you on this, that you're like, oh gosh, well, I'm glad they made it through that.
Oh. Well, mine's not too.
Oh. I think that's hot mic. There it is.
This is Stella.
Stella.
Yeah. That's right. Everybody give it up for Stella. While you guys are thinking about that, as far as me as like a mistake that I've made, it was thinking that I had a choice whether she did some things or not. She loves to tell me, like, we know, we talked about the poop face earlier.
Yeah.
And you can very clearly tell when her eyes are watering and her face is red. And I'm like, did you? And she's, no. She wants the mic. What are you trying to say? Okay, all right. She's like, stop telling my business, Dad. All right, guys.
All right. Well, I real quick, I don't know if it was a mistake. It's just one of those things that Dad is like, what happens? So, I'm driving my daughter around. She's like, must be 13, 14, somewhere in there. And when I'm driving her around, I got used to listening to her station. It's like, whatever. I was like, this music, I don't know if it's music or not. But anyway, so I'm listening to her radio because I'm trying to be polite and all. So we're listening, and this song comes on, and I guess it's all right. And then she switches it. Well, why'd you switch it? I'm okay with it. Why'd you switch it? I said, well, this is inappropriate for parents, she said. One of those songs that was inappropriate. Right. For me.
You're not old enough to hear this song, Dad.
Or maybe you're too
Sorry,
old.
no, you're not young enough.
You don't need to know what
Not mature enough, that's what it is.
So anyway.
How do we get rid of our elders? Is that what the song is about?
It was a musical thing, too. So.
Nice.
Me, so
Yeah.
Yes, for me, it wasn't one specific thing. It was I was a complete helicopter dad, right? So I would at the playground, I would practically follow them up the jungle gym. I think there's like this spaceship contraption that's over in Lafayette.
Scott Carpenter.
Not a Scott Carpenter, but it's kind of like that one. So like anything that they would basically do, I would be like hanging out like right under them, like, okay, don't go too high, don't do too much.
Yeah.
And I think actually, I just remember when I was a kid, like, I climbed up like 100-foot trees and
Right.
be pulled out by the fire people, and so I survived. I'm just thinking it would have been good for me to let my kids have a little bit longer of a leash to be able to explore the world, see it for themselves, and not have this guy saying, "Hey, watch out! Look out!"
Yeah.
I think that's enough right there. I could tell by the look on your face when I did that.
Come on, Dad.
Yeah.
Doug.
Well, I kind of had a moment where I kind of said the quiet part out loud. And so we had in the tree of my home over here one of those big paper wasp nests up in the tree.
Is that supposed to keep the wasps away?
Well, I don't know about that, but
Okay.
my son and I were wondering about what to do about it, and I happened to say like I said, the quiet part out loud, and I thought, I wonder if we could put some gas in the super soaker and soak that thing.
Sorry, if you didn't hear that, gas in a super soaker?
Yes. And so I'm glad that the super soaker is made in China, and the seals didn't hold the pressure. So I was at work at the time this all happened, and I get home, and I was curious, did you do anything with the wasp nest? And I go and look in the tree, and I've got 2 rakes and a shovel stuck up in the tree that he threw at the nest. And so my next thought was, well, how many times did you get stung? And miraculously, none. So, ha, ha, ha.
Nice. What's your oops moment so far?
My oops moment so far, I didn't really think about this beforehand, so I'm on the spot now. But let's see. Well, kids learn things a lot faster than you would think. And I had baby-proofed most of the house. I didn't think to baby-proof the gas knobs on the stove. And I woke up one morning, good thing I wake up early, but I don't know how long the gas knobs have been turned because the entire downstairs smelled like natural gas. So now we check those every morning, every night before we go to bed. I still need to get
Hopefully nobody from CPS is here, so.
Pull them off. Oh, that's a hot tip. Remove the knobs. Yes.
Remove the knobs, you knob. That's funny. Oh my
Eric?
God. Me? No. I don't know. Did we?
Sorry,
did
Kristen.
Yeah. Oh no. I do remember being that my oldest son is here. I do recall we were at the. Oh yeah. There's a lot. I was not good at holding babies, it looks like, or kids. But I was going to say at the Bay here in Monterey, or not Monterey, in Broomfield, I had spent an hour trying to talk Nathan into going down the water slide. Finally got him to do it. Pick him up to put on my lap. Didn't realize there was a bar there. Oh. So we went back down the steps because this kid was now screaming, and we did go. I think we went down later that day, but probably because he was concussed and didn't realize
he's fine.
it.
Yeah, he's a smart kid now.
Yeah.
He's fine.
So that was an issue. At the airport, though, I was sitting down with Nathan. I was like, "All right, end of the row." Sat, and I misjudged where the seats ended, so I landed on my ass.
Oh no!
No concussion on that one, just for me, and ruined dignity. But yeah,
just round of applause for Nathan being here today.
And doing the filming.
That's
so we
incredible.
appreciate that.
A couple more questions for you guys, and then we'll kind of wrap this up. You guys, thank everyone for being here for the very first Pappy Hour Live. This has been a joy and awesome to see you guys out here. So we want to ask a couple more questions. One of the questions that I would love to ask that I sent you guys beforehand, and this, take a second to think about this. If your fatherhood experience was a beverage, was a drink, what would that drink be, and why?
I know.
Go for it.
It has nothing to do with the name, but a Black Russian.
Oh.
No milk?
Wait.
Well, a little bit, because it's kind of sweet but serious.
Sweet but serious.
Sweet but serious.
Okay.
I don't know what other drink does that. So.
No, yeah.
I don't know if that makes
All right,
sense.
I dig it. All right.
It'll put you on your ass.
Mortuary, so. I don't know if that has anything to do with it.
And now it's a little darker. Okay.
Exactly.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Anybody else have an idea what that might be?
Those first few weeks, it was like drinking water from a fire hydrant. It was everything coming at you.
Yeah.
And, the slightest little hiccup or what's that pimple?
Sure.
Yeah.
And freaking out about what this and that was. And finally, when we sort of realized the pragmatism of raising the child, bourbon was really my choice.
Yeah.
There you go. From fire hydrant to bourbon. Yes. All right, Chris.
Right. If fatherhood was a drink, this is going to sound just like me, but it would be a protein shake actually, because it's something that actually made me a stronger, better person.
Yeah.
And, I would keep drinking that every day, like 2 or 3 times a day. But I'd probably have to have some other things too, like a green machine shake also. But
Nice.
Yeah,
that's-
you got to
that's
balance
really
it
I
out
love it.
for
No,
sure.
I appreciate
Spirulina?
that.
Yeah,
that's
for
good.
sure.
There was a lot more laughter at this question. Does anybody out there, you guys want to share what
Yeah.
you think?
Let's get some other dads
Beautiful.
involved in
or
this.
moms.
Or
We just-
moms.
Hey, what's the
What is
experience?
parenthood?
I said it was a zombie.
A zombie? Wait, what is a zombie drink? What's?
No, it just never.
Yeah, you're never
Oh,
sleeping.
I see.
And it is a very strong drink.
I was like, what's in a zombie?
I think every bit of alcohol possible.
Yeah.
It's one you have on the beach and you don't get up from the beach.
I got it.
My
Awesome.
recollection. Maybe I didn't have one.
So do we want to take a few questions from the audience? Does anybody have a question for these dads? Yeah. Oh, I know you do, sir.
Joe's got one.
Joe, get up here.
Woo! 22 months.
I'm looking for answers regarding supporting your partner
Oh, I love this question.
during the postpartum.
Yeah.
Problems that I know. I don't need
No. Let's
No, that's for real. That is for real.
Sure.
This is not all rainbows and butterflies.
That's true.
Yeah.
Has anybody experienced postpartum depression from their partner? Had to deal with that. Like, for example, my hour away from the house is almost up.
Yeah.
I did just receive permission to stay on a little longer.
Good for you.
Okay.
Good for you.
I'm guessing.
Yeah.
Somebody else had that. Yeah.
This is an honest question from a dad looking for a little assistance, you guys. Yes. Yeah.
So here you are. Right.
We're going to get you on the show, sir.
Yeah.
All right.
Best
What-
thing for
what-
postpartum.
Yes.
Probably never go out to the bar after the baby was born.
Oh, that's not.
That probably helps.
Okay,
well,
all right.
We'll find some more too. But yeah. Anybody else have a thought?
Yeah, don't go to dead shows 2 weeks after your son's born.
All right. This might have should have been in the what mistakes did you make that you can laugh about now. This is
Now.
part of it.
Yes. Yeah.
You know what? If I had a little bit of advice for you, is that just like listen and try to make sure that you maintain your own mental health as much as possible, so that you can be present and not take things personally, and just listen and love deeply, and really just try to understand and remain curious. I mean, I don't know if that's super helpful.
No, well said, Lucas. Well said, buddy.
Yeah.
I think one of the other things that
Yeah.
we've been really fortunate with is we have some dads who shared their challenge with connecting with their own child. Because it didn't happen right away. And what also sharing some of those postpartum for the wife or the partner. So do reach out to us. We are Pappy Hour Podcast at gmail.com. I gave you a sticker with our contact information. We can send you. There are local dad groups here, guys, that are amazing.
Yeah.
And we've seen them. We've seen them in action. We were just doing a podcast on Tuesday at Odd 13, and all the dads showed up with their kids, and they got loaded. No, they didn't. They didn't. No, that's a joke. But they did have a beer. They had a sandwich, and they hung out, shared their experiences, so that dads, you guys do have a voice and an energy, and it's really important.
Yeah. And another thing I want to say before we go out and before we get a few dad jokes, because we always like to end on a little bit of a lighter note, is that what we've heard a lot of dads say through listening to story and listening to story after story, and it really is about creating a space where we can listen and try to understand, because Pappy Hour is not a podcast where we sit here and tell you how to do things. We want to understand what you're going through. We're trying to figure it out ourselves. And your kids are grown, so.
Yeah.
But
I still need work.
we all do. What's that?
24 and 22.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, but you're awesome.
But
the
importance of having other dads and a community and being able to have conversations like this The reason I think I wanted to start this podcast was I was looking for books. My wife has this book called Arrival Stories that's about different celebrity women and their birth stories and stuff like that, and they're all having these conversations about. And it really is, honestly, the good, the bad, and the ugly of the whole process. And I didn't find a lot of men that were having those conversations. And so it's so important for us to have those conversations. Now, we can laugh a lot as well. We laugh at ourselves. But at the same time, it's like, let's have a space where we can ask the questions of, like, what do I do if my wife has postpartum depression, right? That's a real thing that we're dealing with, right? And it doesn't have to be something that brings you down. It can be something where we help lift each other up and help encourage each other as well. So does anybody have a dad joke on the stage that they want to share with us? Come on.
Come on, Chris.
Let's ask the audience. I bet the audience, somebody out here has a dad joke. You don't have to be a dad to give a dad joke.
Tim.
Steve, the sound guy.
When I was 18, my dad said, "What are you going to do with your life? Or with your career?" I said, "Professional musician." He said, "Pick one."
Hey!
That's good. That's good. Steve started it off. Anybody else? Dad joke.
Now that
Daver.
we got one.
We got Daver back here, and we got another one over here.
Avs guy too.
I'm coming over to Daver.
Perfect.
Daver, tell us your dad joke.
So the other day, I'm sitting on a park bench, and this 20-something-year-old sits down on the other end of it. He's got this like rainbow-colored mohawk. I just kind of look over at him, and I look over at him, and he looks back at me and says, "Yeah, can I help you?" I pause and I say, there was one night like 20-some years ago, I got real drunk and I screwed a parrot. I'm wondering, are you my kid?
Shit.
That's a dad joke. Daver, you know what? You get a free coaster for that dad joke. Here you go.
Anybody that tells a dad joke gets it. Hey, we got Chris back here. Let's go, Avs. And Chris has got a dad joke.
All right. All right, you go up to a nude beach in France, and how do you tell which guy is blind? It's not hard.
Hey!
Woo! There you go, sir.
Chris.
Take that coaster.
Enjoy
that
coaster. And it'll actually, that's it, man. And that'll take you right to our show, too. You might want to listen.
Wow.
That's awesome.
So thanks, everybody, again for being here tonight. That is the end of our show tonight.
Our Pappy Hour
show.
Music's going, guys.
Yeah, these guys are going to stick around and play us
dance.
a couple more songs, several more songs. So
thanks, man. Appreciate it.
Thanks, everybody, for being here.
All right, guys. Thank you so much.
Cheers.
Cheers.
All right.
You only get one spin around this rock. You only have so many days until it stops. And how you show up for your kids, well, that's your superpower. You might not know it now, but this is your Pappy Hour. Pappy Hour, let's talk it out. What's it like? What's life all about? Well, Pappy Hour, say your piece. Laugh at yourself.